My children, I created you with purpose and the ability to do meaningful work. Work is a gift, and it gives your life structure, satisfaction, and a way to contribute to the world around you. From the very beginning, when I placed Adam and Eve in the garden, I gave them the responsibility to tend and care for it. I know the joy that comes from working hard and seeing the fruit of your labor, but I also want to remind you of something very important today. While your work is meaningful, there are things in life that are even more precious: your health and your family. Yes, work is important, but your health is more important, and your family is most important. I have designed you for balance, to work but also to rest, to care for your body, and to nurture the relationships I have blessed you with. You are not created to burn yourself out in endless toil, but to live a life that honors the gifts I have given you, your health and your loved ones. Today, I want to speak to you about finding that balance and putting what truly matters first in your life. Work is a necessary and noble part of your life. It provides for your needs, gives you purpose, and allows you to serve others. I've given you skills, talents, and opportunities that I want you to use not only to sustain yourself and those you care for, but to glorify me and to contribute to the world in a meaningful way. When you work, you reflect my creativity and diligence. In the same way that I carefully and lovingly created the universe, I have given you the ability to shape the world around you through your labor, whether in small ways or large. There is great honor in doing your work well. I see the effort you put into each task, whether it seems mundane or monumental. When you work with integrity, dedication, and a heart that desires to serve, you are walking in the purpose I have set for you. And when you use the gifts I have given you, your hands, your mind, your creativity, to contribute to the world around you, I bless the work of your hands. This is a blessing not just for your own benefit, but for the good of others as well. Through your work, you become a vessel through which I can reach others, provide for their needs, and demonstrate my love. However, there is something crucial I want you to understand, something that is often forgotten in the rush and pressure of daily life. Work should never come at the cost of your health or your relationships with those I've placed around you. The world may tell you that success is measured by how much you accomplish or how hard you push yourself, but that is not my way. Your work is important, but it is not everything. You are more than what you produce, more than the sum of your achievements. The rhythm I created for you is one of balance, of work, yes, but also of rest, of care for your body, and of deep connection with those you love. I know there are times when you feel the pressure to keep going, to push past your limits, to sacrifice rest and time with loved ones in order to meet the demands of your work. But I didn't design you to be a machine. You were made to live in harmony with the rhythms I have set for the world, a rhythm that includes both labor and rest, both effort and renewal. When work takes precedence over your health, your body begins to bear the strain. You may not notice it at first: a few late nights, skipped meals, moments of stress that pile up slowly. But over time, your body will start to show the signs. Fatigue sets in, stress overwhelms, and eventually, even your ability to work well is compromised. Remember, I created your body to be a temple of the Holy Spirit, 1 Corinthians 6:19. It is a gift, and it requires care, nourishment, and rest in order to thrive. When you ignore the needs of your body, you are not only risking your health, but you are also limiting the potential I have placed within you to carry out the work I've entrusted to you. More than that, when work consumes all your time and energy, your relationships begin to suffer. The people I have placed in your life, your family, your friends, are not there by accident. They are part of the blessings I have given you, part of the life I want you to nurture and grow. But when work overshadows your relationships, when you prioritize deadlines and tasks over time spent with your loved ones, you begin to miss out on the greatest gifts I have given you. Your family is more than just a support system. They are your primary place of love, growth, and connection. They are the people who will walk with you through all the seasons of life, long after the workday is done. Think of it this way: work is a means to an end, but it should not be the end itself. Yes, your work provides for your needs and contributes to society, but it is not the foundation of your life. I want you to be diligent in your labor, but I also want you to remember that your true identity and purpose are found in me, not in your job. Your worth is not defined by your productivity or achievements, but by the fact that you are my beloved child. There are times when the demands of work may feel overwhelming, and you may think that sacrificing your health or time with your family is the only way to keep up. But let me remind you of a truth that the world often overlooks. I am your provider. It is not solely by your own efforts that you succeed. It is through my grace and provision. I know the plans I have for you, Jeremiah 29:11, and I am the one who opens doors, provides opportunities, and blesses the work of your hands. You do not have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. When you trust me to guide your steps and prioritize your health and relationships, I will take care of the rest. Work is a part of the life I've given you, but it is not meant to consume your life. It is one piece of the puzzle, and it must be balanced with the other gifts I have given you, your body and your relationships. If you find yourself constantly striving, constantly working, but never feeling at peace, it's time to take a step back and reevaluate where your priorities lie. Remember the story of Mary and Martha, Luke 10:38-42. Martha was busy with many tasks, but Mary chose to sit at my feet and listen. Martha's work was important, but she was anxious and distracted by many things, while Mary chose the better part: connection, relationship, and rest in my presence. I want you to experience the fullness of life, not just through your work, but through the balance of work, health, and relationships. When you care for your body, you are honoring the vessel I have given you to carry out your purpose. When you nurture your relationships, you are investing in something far more lasting than any job or career. And when you learn to trust me with your work, your health, and your family, you will find that I am always faithful to provide for your needs and to lead you into the life of peace and abundance I have promised. So, my child, work is important, and I bless the work you do, but your health and your relationships are more important. When you find the balance I have called you to, you will discover that life is not about endless toil or achievement, but about love, connection, and walking with me in all things. Let your work serve your life, not dominate it, and remember that your family and your health are treasures that must be nurtured and protected. Your body is a temple, the very vessel I have given you to carry out your purpose on this earth. It is not just a shell, it is a sacred creation, designed with care and intention. Through your body you are able to work, serve, love, and experience the fullness of life. But like any gift, your body requires care, attention, and balance. How can you continue to work, to serve, or to love others if you neglect the very body I have entrusted to you? If you push yourself beyond your limits, your body will eventually fail you. The human body was not designed to endure constant stress, lack of rest, and neglect. You may think you can push through, running on empty, sacrificing sleep, nutrition, and self-care in the name of productivity or responsibility. But over time, this neglect will take its toll. Fatigue, illness, burnout, these are the consequences of not caring for the gift I have given you. I do not desire that for you. I did not create you to burn yourself out, to push yourself to the point of exhaustion, or to treat your body as if it is a tool to be used up. No, I created you with a rhythm in mind, a rhythm that includes rest, renewal, and care for your physical well-being. I want you to take care of yourself, to rest when you need it, to nourish your body with healthy food, and to take time to be refreshed. You are not weak for needing rest. In fact, recognizing the need for rest is a sign of wisdom and self-awareness. Rest is not laziness, it is an essential part of the life I have designed for you. This is why in Exodus 29:10, I commanded rest through the Sabbath, not just as a spiritual practice, but as a reminder of the importance of balance. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is a Sabbath to the Lord your God. On it you shall not do any work. This command wasn't just for the sake of ritual. It was an invitation to pause, to reflect, and to restore both your body and your spirit. Just as I rested after the work of creation, I call you to follow this rhythm of work and rest. The Sabbath is a reminder that your body needs rest just as much as your spirit does. Rest is not only for your soul, but also for your physical health. When you take time to step back from the busyness of life, you allow your body to recover, your mind to clear, and your spirit to be refreshed in my presence. I want you to understand that this rest is not optional. It is essential for your well-being. You cannot pour from an empty cup. If you are constantly running on fumes, you will eventually find that you have nothing left to give, neither to your work, to your family, nor to yourself. Visuals. A person, stressed and worn down, working late into the night. The scene transitions to them stepping outside into nature, taking deep breaths, resting, and feeling renewed. Too often the world encourages you to ignore the signals your body gives you. You are told to push through the tiredness, to sacrifice sleep, to take on more tasks than you can handle, as if being busy is a badge of honor. But I want you to remember that your value is not tied to how much you accomplish. You are not defined by your productivity. You are my beloved child, and your worth comes from me, not from how much you can do in a day. I want you to be healthy, whole, and at peace, not worn down, frazzled, and burnt out. Listen to your body. When it tells you that it is tired, rest. When it tells you that it needs nourishment, eat well. When it tells you that it needs movement, get up and take care of it. I have given you the tools to care for your body, and I want you to use them wisely. Nourishing your body with good food, exercising, and getting adequate sleep are not selfish acts. They are acts of stewardship over the temple I have entrusted to you. When you care for your body, you honor me, because you are honoring the creation I have made in you. In Mark 6:31, even my son Jesus recognized the importance of rest. After a period of intense ministry and work, he said to his disciples, "Come with me by yourselves to a quiet place and get some rest." Jesus understood the demands of work and service, but he also knew that there comes a time when you must step away and be restored. He called his disciples to a quiet place, to take a break from their work, and to find rest for their bodies and souls. This example is one I want you to follow. Visuals. A peaceful scene of a person resting in a quiet, calm setting, perhaps by a lake, sitting under a tree, or at home with their family. The atmosphere is one of serenity, with the person finally letting go of stress and finding peace. You are not invincible. Your body has limits, and those limits are a part of my design. They are not weaknesses. They are reminders that you are human, that you are not meant to carry the weight of the world on your own shoulders. I am here to carry those burdens with you. Trust in me. Take the time to step back, to rest, and to be refreshed. In doing so, you will find that your work becomes more meaningful, your relationships deeper, and your connection to me stronger. Let go of the pressure to always be doing, and embrace the balance I have created for you, a balance of work, health, and rest. When you honor this balance, you will not only be able to do more, but you will also do it with a heart that is full, a body that is strong, and a mind that is clear. I do not desire for you to be consumed by your work. I desire for you to live a life of wholeness and health, where your body, mind, and spirit are in harmony. Remember, your body is a temple, and I want you to take care of it. Rest when you need it, nourish it with good things, and treat it with the respect it deserves. When you do, you will not only be able to serve others better, but you will also experience the fullness of life that I have promised you. There are moments when you may feel like you have to keep pushing. Just one more hour, just one more project, one more task to cross off your endless to-do list. I see how easily it becomes a cycle where the demands of work and life pile up, and the pressure to keep going never seems to ease. But I also see the toll it takes on you. I see the stress building in your heart, the fatigue settling in your bones, and the weariness that weighs down your soul. You may think that pushing harder will lead to success, that sacrificing your rest, your health, and your time with loved ones is the only way to get ahead, to meet the demands placed on you. But let me remind you of something deeply important. You are not just a worker, you are my beloved child. Your identity is not found in how much you produce, how many hours you work, or how busy you can keep yourself. Your worth is not tied to your accomplishments or the endless tasks that fill your day. Your worth comes from who you are in me and that is something unshakable, something far greater than any achievement. You are more than the sum of your work. I created you with purpose, not just for the labor of your hands, but for the joy, love, and connection that I long for you to experience. I delight in who you are, not because of what you can do, but because you are my creation, my child. I care for your heart, your body, and your mind, and I want you to care for them too. Take care of your body, because it is the vessel through which you live, love, and serve in this world. Your body is a gift from me, designed to carry out the purpose I have placed on your life, but it was not designed to be pushed beyond its limits day after day, with no rest, no renewal. When you take the time to rest, to nourish yourself, and to move your body with care, you are not just caring for yourself. You are honoring the temple I have given you. Your health is important to me because it allows you to live out your calling with strength and joy. I know there are moments when it feels like everything depends on you, that if you stop, if you pause, everything will fall apart. But remember this: I am the one who holds all things together. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. I am with you, guiding you, providing for you, and ensuring that your work is fruitful, not because of how much effort you put in, but because of my grace. Trust me with your work, your health, and your time. I have given you all that you need, and when you take care of your body, you will find that you can serve better, love better, and experience the fullness of the life I have given you. Think of it like a wellspring. If you draw too much water from it without allowing time for it to be replenished, it will run dry. The same is true for your body and spirit. You can only pour out so much before you need to be refilled. When you rest, when you take care of your health, you are allowing me to refill you. You are giving yourself the space to be restored, to be renewed, and to be strengthened for the journey ahead. When you are healthy, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, you can do everything I've called you to do with more energy, more joy, and more love. You will find that you have the strength not just to complete the tasks before you, but to thrive in them, to pour out love to those around you, and to reflect my light in all that you do. Health is not just about avoiding sickness or keeping your body functioning. It is about living a life that is full of vitality, peace, and well-being. The fullness of life that I have promised you cannot be experienced if you are constantly running on empty. In John 10:10, I said that I came so that you may have life and have it to the full. This fullness is not about working endlessly or achieving more. It is about living in the balance of work and rest, of giving and receiving, of serving others while also taking time to care for yourself. I want you to enjoy the beauty of life, the quiet moments of peace, the laughter of loved ones, the joy of simply being in my presence. These are the moments where you will find the fullness of life. Visuals. The person who was once overworked now stepping away from their desk, smiling as they join their family or take a peaceful walk outside. The weight of stress begins to lift as they breathe deeply and embrace the balance of work and rest. Do not feel guilty for taking time to rest. Rest is not the enemy of progress. It is the foundation upon which true progress is built. It is in rest that you will find clarity of mind, strength in body, and peace in spirit. When you pause, when you take a breath, you allow me to work in the spaces where you once felt overwhelmed. You give me room to refresh your spirit, to renew your strength, and to restore your joy. And let me remind you of something profound. I care more about you than I care about what you do. Your heart, your health, your well-being matter to me far more than any task or achievement. I want you to live a life that reflects the beauty of my love for you, a life that is not marked by exhaustion or burnout, but by joy, peace, and purpose. When you care for yourself, when you honor the limits I have placed on your body and mind, you are living in alignment with my will for you. So, when you feel the pressure to keep pushing, to sacrifice your health for the sake of work, remember that I have called you to a life of balance. There is nothing wrong with working hard or striving for excellence, but there is also nothing wrong with resting when you need it. In fact, I encourage it. I want you to have a rhythm of work and rest, of effort and renewal, because in that balance you will find the strength to do all that I have called you to do. When you care for your body, you can serve better, love deeper, and live more fully. Your health is a precious gift, and when you are healthy, you are able to experience the fullness of the life I have given you, the fullness of joy, peace, love, and purpose that comes from walking with me each day. But beyond your health, there is something even more precious that I've entrusted to you, your family. The relationships you have with those closest to you are not by accident. I have placed you in their lives and them in yours for a purpose far greater than you may sometimes realize. Your family is not just a part of your life. They are a central divine gift, a living reflection of my love for you. It is within the family that I have designed for you to experience the deepest connections of love, the most profound moments of grace, and the opportunity to grow in ways that you cannot achieve on your own. Your family is a sacred place, a space where love is nurtured, where forgiveness is practiced, and where you are shaped into the person I have called you to be. The love you share within your family is meant to be a reflection of the love I have for each of you, unconditional, enduring, patient, and kind. Through the relationships you have with your spouse, your children, your parents, or your siblings, I am teaching you how to live out the kind of love that goes beyond words, the love that sacrifices, forgives, and serves one another. Family is where you learn to put others before yourself, where you discover the beauty of grace in action, and where you find the support that helps you navigate the challenges of life. I know there are seasons in your life when work seems to consume all your time and energy. There are moments when the demands of your job or responsibilities weigh heavily on you, and it may feel like you have little left to give to those you love. But in these moments, I want you to remember that your family is not just another item on your list of priorities. They are the greatest gift I have given you on this earth. The love and connection you have with them are what will remain long after the workday is done, long after careers and deadlines have faded away. The world often tells you to measure success by your achievements at work, your promotions, your accolades, your financial gains. But I want you to understand that true success is found in how well you love and care for those I have placed closest to you. Your legacy will not be written in the projects you complete or the tasks you check off, but in the hearts of your family, the moments of love, compassion, and time spent with them. Those are the treasures that will last far beyond any material success. Your family is where you are most deeply known and where you have the greatest opportunity to pour out my love. When you take the time to invest in your family, you are investing in something eternal. The love you build within your family creates a foundation that lasts for generations, shaping not only your life, but the lives of those who come after you. Your children, for instance, will carry the lessons of love, faith, and grace they learn from you into their own lives, passing it on to their children, and so on. This is how my love multiplies, through the relationships you cultivate within your family. Family is not always easy, and I understand that. Relationships are complex, and there will be moments of frustration, misunderstanding, and hurt. But it is within your family that you learn to forgive as I have forgiven you, to be patient with each other's weaknesses, and to love in the midst of imperfections. Just as I have extended grace to you, I call you to extend that same grace to your family. When you forgive each other, you are reflecting my heart. When you are patient with each other's flaws, you are demonstrating the kind of love that I give to you daily. There will be times when it feels like you don't have enough time to balance everything. Work, family, health, and the weight of your responsibilities will press down on you. But I want you to know this: I am with you in it all. I will give you the strength you need to prioritize what matters most. Lean on me when you feel overwhelmed, and trust that I will guide you in finding balance. Your family doesn't need perfection from you. They need your love, your presence, and your time. Remember, the moments you spend with your family, whether they are moments of joy or moments of struggle, are sacred. They are opportunities to grow in love, to deepen your relationships, and to experience my presence in the everyday details of life. Don't miss these moments in the rush of work or in the pursuit of success. The memories you create with your family will carry you through the seasons of life, providing strength, comfort, and joy in ways that no job or achievement ever can. Think of your family as the garden I have entrusted to you. Just as a garden needs time, attention, and care to flourish, so do your relationships with those closest to you. If you neglect the garden, it withers. But when you water it, tend to it, and nurture it, it blooms into something beautiful, something life-giving. Your family is the same. They need your attention, your care, and your time. When you invest in them, the love you cultivate will grow into something that brings life not only to you, but to everyone around you. Your work is important, but it is not eternal. Your health is vital, but even it will fade with time. But your family, your relationships, these are the treasures that will remain. They are the bonds that I have designed to endure, to be passed down from generation to generation. The love you share within your family is a reflection of the eternal love I have for you, and it is through your family that you can most clearly see and experience my love in action. Do not let the busyness of life distract you from what matters most. The world will always ask for more work, more effort, more achievement. But I ask for your heart. I ask that you give your love and attention to those I have placed closest to you. It is within your family that you will find the greatest joy, the deepest fulfillment, and the truest reflection of my love. So, my child, as you go about your days, remember this: work is important, health is more important, but family is most important. Cherish the gift of your family, for they are the greatest blessing I have entrusted to you on this earth. Prioritize them, love them, and be present with them, for in doing so, you will experience the fullness of life that I have promised you. In Ephesians 6:2-3, I command you to honor your father and mother and to love and nurture your family. This is not just a suggestion, it is a calling, a sacred charge that I have given you because the family unit is foundational to the life I've designed for you. Your family is more than just a support system or a collection of people sharing a home. It is the soil in which your love for others is most deeply rooted and where your influence will be felt for generations to come. The way you love, honor, and nurture your family will shape the future in ways you may not always see, but it is one of the most profound legacies you can leave behind. When I command you to honor your father and mother, it is not merely about showing respect to those who raised you. It is about cultivating a culture of honor within your family, where love, respect, and kindness are at the core of every relationship. Honoring your parents means acknowledging the sacrifices they made, the love they've shown, and the wisdom they've imparted. It means valuing the bond you have with them, just as I value my relationship with you. This command also extends beyond parents. It is about nurturing all the relationships within your family, whether you are a child, a parent, a sibling, or a spouse. The command to love and nurture your family is about creating an environment where each person feels seen, valued, and loved. It is a calling to invest in the emotional and spiritual well-being of those around you, to prioritize their needs and their growth, just as I prioritize yours. When you choose to love, nurture, and honor your family, you are reflecting my love and grace in a powerful and transformative way. Your family is your legacy, and when you invest in your family, you are building something far more lasting than any job or career. Careers come and go. They may bring satisfaction, financial reward, and accomplishment, but none of that can compare to the lasting impact of the love and connection you build with your family. The relationships you cultivate within your family are eternal, grounded in love that reflects my heart. When you invest in your family, you are planting seeds of love, grace, and faith that will grow for generations to come. Think of it like this: when you pour into your family, whether it's through acts of kindness, forgiveness, encouragement, or simply being present, you are laying the foundation for a future that will outlast you. The love you show today will ripple outward, influencing your children, their children, and even beyond, creating a legacy that reflects the values I have called you to live by. Your family is the place where love is tested and proven. It is easy to love in moments of happiness and ease, but it is within your family that you learn to love deeply and unconditionally, especially in moments of difficulty, misunderstanding, or conflict. When you forgive each other, when you listen with compassion, when you stand by each other in times of trial, you are demonstrating the kind of love that I have for you. This is the love that doesn't waver, the love that endures all things, the love that reflects my grace. Building this kind of love within your family requires intentionality. It means choosing to prioritize the people I have placed closest to you, even when life gets busy, even when work demands more of your attention. It means taking the time to listen, to encourage, and to simply be present with them. These moments, no matter how small they may seem, are the building blocks of a strong, loving family. They are the moments where love grows and where my grace is most clearly seen. I want you to understand that the time you invest in your family is never wasted. It is an investment in something far more valuable than any material success. The moments you spend with your family are opportunities to pour my love into their hearts, to guide them with wisdom, and to show them what it means to love selflessly. When you do this, you are not only shaping their lives, but also shaping the future. Your family is a reflection of the love that I pour into you, and when you nurture that love, it radiates outward, touching the lives of others. The love you build within your family creates a ripple effect that goes far beyond your immediate circle. When your family is grounded in love, grace, and faith, it becomes a beacon of light to the world around you. Others will see the way you love and care for one another, and it will testify to the power of my love at work in your lives. This is how you make my love known, not just through words, but through the actions, the sacrifices, and the love you demonstrate within your own home. This is why I emphasize the importance of honoring and nurturing your family. It is through your family that you are given the most direct and daily opportunity to live out the command to love one another as I have loved you. John 13:34. The love you pour into your family is sacred, and it is the greatest legacy you will leave behind. Your job may provide financial security, your health may allow you to experience life fully, but it is your family, those relationships founded in love, that will carry the greatest impact. Never forget that your family is the greatest gift I have given you on this earth. They are the ones who will walk with you through every season of life, who will celebrate your joys, comfort you in sorrow, and grow with you in faith. Cherish them, nurture them, and prioritize them, because in doing so, you are reflecting my heart for you and fulfilling the calling I have placed on your life. In the end, it will not be the hours you spend at work or the accomplishments you achieve that will matter most. It will be the love you shared with your family, the time you invested in nurturing those relationships, and the legacy of grace, compassion, and faith you leave behind. That is your true legacy, and that is what I call you to focus on. So, as you go about your life balancing work, health, and family, remember this: family is most important. The love you invest in your family is an eternal investment, one that reflects my love and grace to the world. Honor them, nurture them, and prioritize them, for in doing so, you are living out the fullness of the life I have designed for you. Your family should always come before work. I know that your job is important. It provides for your needs, it allows you to use the gifts I've given you, and it helps you contribute to society. But while work can offer stability and fulfillment, it should never overshadow the relationships I have placed in your life. Your family is not simply a responsibility or something you fit in around your work schedule. They are the heart of your life, the most precious gift I've entrusted to you. When you prioritize your family, you are living out my command to love one another as I have loved you. John 13:34. This love is the foundation upon which I want you to build your life. When you spend time with your spouse, your children, your parents, or your siblings, you are doing more than just checking in or meeting an obligation. You are investing in relationships that will outlast any job or career. These relationships are eternal. The time you spend with your family is never wasted, because it creates bonds of love, trust, and security that will last far beyond your lifetime. Your work will come and go, but the love you share with your family will endure, shaping your legacy and impacting generations to come. Think about the moments you spend with your loved ones, the conversations at the dinner table, the laughter shared in your home, the support you offer each other in times of struggle. These moments are not insignificant. They are the building blocks of your family's foundation, moments where love and connection deepen. When you make time for your family, you are nurturing their hearts and souls in ways that go far beyond what material provision can offer. You are teaching them what it means to love selflessly, to forgive, to grow together, and to live out the values I have called you to embody. I understand that there are times when work feels overwhelming, when the demands of your job seem to require all of your time and attention. But I want you to remember that your family should never feel like they are competing for your love and presence. When you allow work to take precedence over your family, it creates a gap, a distance that can weaken the bonds I have called you to strengthen. Your family doesn't need perfection from you. They need you. They need your time, your attention, your love. These are the things that will truly nourish and sustain them. Work can provide for your family, but it should never take the place of the time, attention, and love that your family needs from you. Your job may allow you to provide financial security, but your presence provides emotional and spiritual security. When you show up for your family, whether it's being there for your child's milestones, supporting your spouse in their struggles, or offering a listening ear to a sibling or parent, you are offering something that no paycheck or promotion can replace. You are offering your love, and that is the greatest gift you can give. I have called you to work diligently, and I bless the work of your hands. But I never intended for your work to consume your life or to replace the relationships that matter most. In Ecclesiastes 3:1, I remind you that there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. There is a time to work, but there is also a time to rest, a time to be with family, and a time to pour into the relationships that sustain and uplift you. When you fail to make time for these things, you miss out on the fullness of the life I have called you to live. Consider this. When your work is done for the day, when the emails are sent and the tasks are completed, what remains? It is your family who will be by your side, the ones who will celebrate your victories and support you through your challenges. They are the ones who will walk with you through life's highs and lows, and their love is what will sustain you when work feels overwhelming or uncertain. I want you to live in a way that prioritizes these relationships, because they are the ones that will bring you true joy and fulfillment. In Matthew 6:21, I tell you that where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. If you invest all your time and energy into work, then your heart will inevitably drift toward your job. But I call you to treasure your family, to place your heart where love, grace, and connection grow. When you invest in your family, you are choosing to put your heart into something that will never fade, something that will bring lasting joy and fulfillment. I know the world often tells you that success is measured by how much you achieve, how high you climb, or how much you accumulate. But I want to remind you that success in my eyes is measured differently. True success is found in how well you love me, and how well you love those I've placed in your life. When you prioritize your family, you are living out my command to love, and that is the highest calling I can give you. Your family is a gift, and with that gift comes a responsibility to love, to nurture, and to be present. It is not enough to provide for their physical needs. You must also provide for their emotional and spiritual needs. And this requires time. Time spent listening, time spent laughing, time spent simply being together. These are the moments that will strengthen your family, the moments that will create a legacy of love that will last long after your work is done. I know that life can be busy, and that there are times when the demands of work seem relentless, but I want you to trust me. Trust that when you prioritize your family, I will take care of the rest. I am the one who provides for you, who opens doors, who gives you the strength to do your work well. You do not have to choose between work and family. You simply need to trust that when you put your family first, I will guide you in balancing the rest. So, my child, let this be a reminder. Your family comes first. Work is important, but it should never take the place of the time, attention, and love that your family needs from you. When you invest in your family, you are building a legacy that will outlast any job or career. You are building relationships that reflect my love, my grace, and my presence in your life. And in the end, it is these relationships that will bring you the greatest joy, fulfillment, and peace. Your work will end one day, There will come a time when the projects, the deadlines, and the accomplishments that once seemed so important will fade into the background. The titles you've earned, the promotions you've received, and the recognition you've worked so hard for will all pass away. But the love you build within your family, that will endure. The time you invest in the people I have placed in your life will last far beyond your lifetime. It will ripple through generations, leaving an impact that no job, no career, no material success could ever match. I want you to live a life that is balanced, one where you work diligently, using the gifts I've given you, but also where you take time to rest, to care for your body, and to cherish the relationships that matter most. The world may encourage you to chase after success relentlessly, to measure your worth by your productivity, to sacrifice everything in the name of achievement. But I am calling you to something different. I am calling you to a life that reflects my rhythm, a rhythm of work and rest, effort and renewal, labor and love. When I created the world, I worked for 6 days and rested on the seventh. Genesis chapter 2-3. I set this example for you not because I needed rest, but because I want you to understand the value of balance. Work is important, and I bless the work you do when it is done with integrity, dedication, and love. But rest is equally important. Your body, your mind, and your spirit all need time to be restored, to be refreshed. Without rest, without balance, your work will consume you. And that is not my plan for you. You see, work was never meant to be your master. It was never meant to dominate your life or to take the place of what is most important. Work is a means to an end, not the end itself. I gave you work to provide for your needs, to give you purpose, and to allow you to contribute to the world around you. But it was never intended to replace the deeper callings I've placed on your life. The call to love, to serve, and to build relationships with those I've placed in your life. When work becomes an idol, when it consumes your time, your energy, and your heart, it begins to take the place of what truly matters. It begins to overshadow your relationships, your health, and even your connection with me. And when that happens, the balance I have designed for you is lost. Do not allow work to become an idol. Remember that your worth is not found in how much you produce or how successful you are in the eyes of the world. Your worth is found in me, in my love for you, and in the love you share with others. Let your work serve your life, not the other way around. Work is important, but it should always serve the greater purpose of your life, the purpose of loving me, loving others, and living in a way that reflects my grace and my truth. Your job should provide for your needs, but it should not define you. It should be a part of your life, not the whole of it. When work serves your life, you are able to maintain balance. You are able to give your best effort in your work, but also to step away when needed, to rest, to care for your body, and to be present with your family. Your family and your health are far more valuable than any job or career. The love you pour into your family will last for generations, shaping lives in ways that your work never can. Your health, your physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being is a gift that allows you to enjoy the fullness of life, to love and serve those around you, and to fulfill the purpose I have placed on your life. Without your health, without the relationships that sustain you, even the greatest career success will feel empty. I want you to cherish the people I have placed in your life. They are not there by accident. I have woven your life together with theirs for a reason. Your spouse, your children, your parents, your siblings. These relationships are part of my plan for you, part of the way I show my love to you and through you. When you invest in these relationships, when you take time to nurture them, you are living out the calling I have given you. You are reflecting my love in a way that will have a lasting impact, not just on your family, but on everyone who sees the way you love and live. I know that finding balance can be challenging, especially when the demands of work are high, but I am with you in this. I am here to help you navigate the pressures of work and life, to guide you in setting boundaries, and to remind you of what truly matters. When you seek me first, when you prioritize your relationship with me and the people I've placed in your life, everything else will fall into place. Matthew 6:33. Trust me to help you find the balance between work and rest, between effort and renewal, between providing for your family and being present with them. There will always be more work to do. There will always be another project, another deadline, another opportunity. But the time you have with your family is precious. It is fleeting. The moments you spend with them today will become the memories that sustain them tomorrow. The love you show them now will shape their hearts and lives in ways that no job ever could. Do not miss out on the beauty of these moments in the rush of work. Be present, be intentional. Be there for the people who love you and who need you. So, my child, remember this. Your work is important, but it is not everything. One day your work will end, but the love you build within your family will last for generations. Live a life that reflects balance, a life where you work diligently, but also take time to rest, to care for your body, and to cherish the people I have placed in your life. Do not allow work to take the place of what is most important. Instead, let your work serve your life, allowing you to live fully, love deeply, and experience the joy and peace that come from living in alignment with my design for you. Remember, I am the one who provides for all your needs. From the beginning of time, I have been your source and sustainer, the one who gives you life, breath, and everything you require to thrive. I see the desires of your heart, the challenges you face, and the burdens you carry. I know how hard you work to take care of your responsibilities, to provide for your family, and to achieve the goals you've set for yourself. But I want to remind you of something important. You do not have to rely solely on your efforts. You may feel that the weight of the world rests on your shoulders, that your success and provision are entirely dependent on how hard you work, how much you push yourself, and how well you perform. But my child, I never intended for you to carry this burden alone. Yes, I have given you skills, talents, and opportunities, and I expect you to work diligently and with integrity. But it is not your efforts alone that sustain you. It is my grace, my provision, and my faithfulness that provide for all of your needs. In Matthew 6:25-34, I remind you not to worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. I care for the birds of the air and the flowers of the field, and how much more do I care for you, my beloved child? I know what you need before you even ask, and I promise to take care of you, just as I take care of all creation. Trust me to sustain you, to provide for you, and to guide you through every season of life. When you place your trust in me, you release the pressure to control everything, and you allow me to show you that I am faithful to meet your needs. I want you to trust me not only with your work, but with every aspect of your life. Trust me to guide you as you navigate the balance between work, health, and family. I understand that it can feel overwhelming at times. There are so many demands on your time, your energy, and your attention. But I am here to help you find the balance that will allow you to live a life of peace, joy, and fulfillment. When you put first what I have called you to prioritize, everything else will fall into place. In Matthew 6:33, I tell you to seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. This means that when you seek me above all else, when you prioritize my will, my calling, and my design for your life, everything else will align in accordance with my plan for you. This does not mean that life will always be easy or free from challenges, but it does mean that when you trust me with your priorities, I will guide your steps, provide for your needs, and give you the wisdom to make decisions that lead to balance and peace. I want you to live a life that reflects my rhythm, a rhythm of work and rest, effort and renewal, love and connection. When you trust me to lead you, you will find that the pressures of life become lighter, not because the demands disappear, but because you are no longer carrying them alone. I know how much you want to succeed. I know how much you care about your family and how you want to provide for them. But understand this, I am your provider. It is not solely by your efforts that your needs are met, and it is not by your own strength that you will achieve the balance you desire. I am with you in every aspect of your life, guiding you, opening doors, and blessing the work of your hands. When you trust me, you will find that things begin to fall into place, not because of your striving, but because of my grace at work in your life. This balance I am calling you to is not something you have to figure out on your own. I am here to help you find the time for what truly matters. When you feel overwhelmed by the demands of work, take a step back and remember that I am with you. helping you to prioritize what is most important. I do not want you to sacrifice your health or your relationships in the pursuit of success. Instead, I want you to live a life where work serves your family, your health is cared for, and your relationships flourish. When you prioritize your health, taking time to rest, nourish your body, and find peace, you are honoring the gift I have given you in your physical body. When you prioritize your family, spending time with those you love, offering them your presence and attention, you are living out the love I have called you to show. And when you trust me with your work, doing your best but also releasing control to me, you will find that your efforts are blessed, and you can work from a place of peace, not stress. I do not call you to live a life of constant striving. I call you to live a life of abundance. This abundance is not about material wealth or worldly success. It is about the richness of relationships, the peace of a healthy mind and body, and the joy that comes from trusting me with your life. I want you to experience the fullness of this abundance by walking in balance, by trusting me to provide, and by prioritizing what I have called you to prioritize. So, my child, trust me. Trust me to sustain you, to guide you, and to help you find balance between your work, your health, and your family. Let go of the need to control everything, and allow me to take the lead. I have good plans for you, plans to prosper you, to give you hope, and to lead you into a life of peace and fulfillment. Jeremiah 29:11. When you trust me, when you put first the things I have called you to prioritize, you will see that everything else will fall into place. My child, I have called you to work, but I have also called you to live a life of balance. Work is important, but your health is more important, and your family is most important. These are the priorities I want you to hold close to your heart. When you honor these priorities, you honor me. Your health is a gift, one that you must protect and care for. When you are healthy, you are able to serve others, to work with joy, and to live the life I have designed for you. And your family, those who love you and depend on you, are your most precious responsibility. They are the ones who will walk with you through every season of life, the ones who will love you even when the work is done. Do not let work take the place of these priceless relationships. I am with you in all things, in your work, in your rest, in your moments of health, and in your moments with your family. Trust in me to guide you, to help you find balance, and to remind you of what is most important. Let your work be a reflection of my love, but let your health and your family be a reflection of my heart for you. In these things you will find true fulfillment and peace.